Good morning. Oh my goodness, so good. So I was planning to have coffee with you outside, and then unfortunately the gardeners came and they started blowing and mowing and doing all that stuff, so I quickly moved inside. And here I am inside, thank God, a little quieter, even though I still hear the gardeners. So what I want to talk about today is almost like a reflection of this summer and how you feel about it. I know it's not over yet and we still have some time to go, but what I was thinking about is I saw an article and it said, I feel joy when. And I've had a lot of joyful events over the last few weeks. Good morning. I've had a lot of joyful events. One, this summer has been a summer of seeing and reconnecting with old friends. And that's been amazing for me. But I feel joy every morning when I taste my coffee. It just makes me feel connected to my daily routine, to my life, to this time in my life. I feel joy every minute, and I think what's really important about feeling joy is that you notice it. For a really long time, I ate aerobically, I moved aerobically, I went through life aerobically, and I never stopped to smell the coffee or enjoy the moment. And now that I'm really focusing on that, I can feel more joy. I wonder what brings joy in your life on a daily basis. So I hope you share with me. I know some people don't like to share with me, but I really love to read your comments. So let's think about now a goal that you set for yourself this summer. I set a lot of goals for myself every year. And this year when I did the goal setting, it wasn't so much about having or doing. It was more about being. And a goal that I set for myself this summer is that I would spend more time in my swimming pool when I was home. And this weekend, I think I really did it because I stayed in my swimming pool for about 8 hours. And even though I felt like a prune, I played with my ducks, I had a friend over, and we really, really had fun. Now I want to talk about a vacation I dreamt about. I really love vacation. I love the adventure of it. I love meeting new people. I love the idea that when I'm on the plane, that's my little private time to color, to read a book, to watch a movie, because you can't do anything else. You can't answer emails. You can't do anything else. I mean, I guess some people pay for it, but I'm not one of them. So a vacation I dreamt about was going back to Italy. And soon I'm going back to Italy. And I'm kind of really excited. Yesterday when I spoke to the travel agent about excursions, she said to me, well, what do you like to do? I said, I like to meet people. I like to have coffee. I like to see crafts. I like to make crafts. Like I would love to go to a class in Italy, a knitting class, a crocheting class, an art class. Like I would just love that. And now the last thing I want to talk about is my daily routine, because I think that my morning routine is really critical to setting me into the right mindset. And my daily routine, the minute I wake up, I say a little prayer that I woke up. And then I come downstairs, I have like an Archie Bunker chair, it's a recliner that I just love. I make my first cup of coffee and I journal. And I always do one page of a handwriting letter where I just write one page. I look up the meaning of it and I just write one letter over and over and say the meaning of it. So recently I started doing the letter H, which consists of 2 I am strokes and a follow-through stroke. So as I'm writing it, I say, I am, I follow through. Because I want to make sure that I'm giving myself that message. If I was going to hypnotize myself, that would be the message. I am, I follow through. And I think you need to have a daily routine, whether it's 15 minutes or 1 hour. Then I read, it's really funny, but people, like 4 or 5 people bought me the same book. It's like an inspirational book with daily inspirations in it, and I kept getting it, so I have them all over. I have them here, I have them in Florida, I have my office, I have them upstairs, I have them all over, but I read about today, and then I have like tree cards, and I start to look at them to get in touch with the trees. And that's my daily routine when I'm drinking my first cup of coffee. Now that I have no children that need me to be part of their schedule in the morning, I made myself a schedule that's very self-caring for me. And I feel like one of the things about writing my 64 list is that it was more about self-care. Because I think it's really, really important that at this age, at any age, but I started late, was to put myself on my list. I know a lot of you see me live and lecturing, and I do always ask this question: write down 5 things that you love. And when I go through it, if you're not on your list, I know that we need to talk about you visiting the food court, as I talk about, because nothing takes the place of self-talk, self-care. And self-care is what helps you build confidence, build acceptance, work on forgiveness. It's all in your self-care, and nobody can do it for you. You can't pay someone else to self-care you. You can pay somebody else for a massage if you feel like you're tense. But self-care is what you give to yourself. And it's about that feeling of being worthy that I sometimes struggle with. So I do recommend self-care. I also recommend that I type these statements on the beginning of my FaceTime so you can answer them. I hope you do answer them, because I would love to know what other people do if there's something I could adapt. One of the things that I do when I'm on vacation is I carry a foldable vase with me that I actually buy in the dollar store, and I always buy myself fresh flowers in the hotel room. Whatever it is that you feel that reminds you of your self-worth, do it, because there's so many messages that bring you down. You're not young enough, you're not this enough, you're not athletic enough, whatever it is. So self-care is the only thing that can counteract that. So this whole talk is about self-care. I hope you have a really, really great day. It's good to see you again on Monday morning. I'll see you soon. Bye.